This summer, Rhode Island is getting pulled into one of the biggest sporting events on the planet. And no, viewers don't need a passport or World Cup tickets to get in on the action. Welcome back to Hey Rhody Weekly, 3-Minute Thursday, and this week it's all about soccer. Like I said, it's all about soccer season, international visitors, packed watch parties, and why Rhode Island is about to become part of the World Cup conversation in a big way. The FIFA World Cup officially kicks off across North America this summer with matches happening in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And while Boston's Gillette Stadium is hosting several games, Providence is very much in the mix. Thousands of fans are expected to stay, eat, celebrate, and explore throughout the region between June and July. Local restaurants, bars, hotels, and businesses have been preparing for months. Think packed patios, soccer jerseys everywhere, and probably at least one stranger passionately explaining offsides over a beer. One of the biggest gathering spots is expected to be Track 15 in downtown Providence, where fans of Ghana's international team are already planning celebrations tied to Bryant University, serving as the team's official base camp in Smithfield. And yes, Rhode Island is also preparing for a wave of Scottish fans known as the Tartan Army, which honestly feels like the exact kind of energy downtown Providence was built for. But even if tickets to a match weren't in the budget, the good news is Rhode Island is making it very easy to still join the party. Starting on June 11th, Station Park in Providence transforms into the FIFA PVD FANZONE, a free public watch party running through July 19th. There will be giant screens streaming the matches, food trucks, live music, a beer garden, and crowds gathering between the State House and the train station to cheer on teams from around the world. Just down the street, Water Place Park becomes home to the House of Portugal, a large cultural activation celebrating both Portuguese soccer culture and Rhode Island's deep Portuguese roots. Organizers are planning live match viewings, cultural events, merchandise, and appearances throughout the summer. It's one of those moments where Rhode Island feels surprisingly global while still staying unmistakably local. And the World Cup excitement is already spilling directly into the state's growing soccer scene. Rhode Island FC is now in its second season at Centerville Bank Stadium in Pawtucket, and local leaders expect the World Cup to bring even more attention to the sport across the state. This summer's home schedule includes fireworks nights, Pride Night, Kids Night, and a folklore-themed match that already sounds like a very Rhode Island way to experience soccer. At the same time, Boston Legacy FC will bring professional women's soccer to Pawtucket for several matches this summer while their Boston venue is under renovation. It marks the first professional women's soccer game played in Rhode Island, which feels pretty historic for local sports fans. And behind all the stadium lights and fan zones, local youth soccer programs are getting a boost too. The Rhode Island Sports Commission recently awarded grants to several organizations across the state to help expand access, tournaments, and community events tied to this summer's momentum. Because around here, sports are rarely just about sports. They're about neighborhoods, local businesses, families, and finding another reason for people to gather together. So, whether viewers are diehard soccer fans, casual spectators, or simply here for the food trucks and international energy, this summer is shaping up to be one Rhode Island won't forget anytime soon. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along for more ways to explore Rhode Island with Hey Rhody, and tune in next week for another 3-Minute Thursday. See you then. This portion of today's episode is brought to you by Rhode Island Energy, helping Rhode Islanders to stay cool while using less energy. As Rhode Islanders experience another warm and humid summer, many are looking for ways to stay comfortable without seeing energy bills spike during cooling season. It all starts with understanding how a home uses and loses energy. Cooling systems work hardest in homes with poor insulation, air leaks, or outdated equipment. That is why energy experts recommend taking a whole home approach to efficiency. You may not think of things like sealing attic air leaks, changing air filters, or upgrading insulation, but they can also help lower cooling costs during the summer months. A no-cost home energy assessment through Rhode Island Energy can help customers identify where their home may be wasting energy. To schedule your assessment, please call 1-888-633-7947 or visit rienergy.com/save-at-home. That's rienergy.com/save-at-home. And now, back to the show.